And then we go to a video package where Steve Rogers is being injected with some kind of experiment here. And it is Will Ospreay has been brought back to life. This is a really new experimental neck specialist that he was seeing here, where he's got like the oxygen mask. He rips it off and he powers out of the lab roaring. And we cut to the Death Riders who are reacting to this. I mean, was I that far off, Way?
Oh,
and
no. Yeah.
Moxley is just like shaking his head. He's like, okay, whatever. And then Will Ospreay's music plays and out comes Ospreay, who looks pretty jacked here, coming back, and he just charges at John Moxley. And I mean, you got whiplash going from Moxley like shaking the hand of Takeshita, being the honorable champion, to now he's back as the despicable leader of the Death Riders that left this man for dead last year. So Ospreay came out, and this dude was like watching a video game because he charges at Moxley. The other Death Riders are in. He does a handspring backflip, hitting both of them with kicks, and then a sky twister press to the floor, taking out all the members. This was fucking Tekken shit here with Will Ospreay, and points to the scar on his neck as he stares at John Moxley. Huge reception. And I don't think it was a coincidence that they got Ospreay out here the week that All In tickets are going on sale.
Oh, God. Absolutely. Yeah. Notice how he got a bit of new ink here, too, including what I'm assuming is something that covered up the All In attendance number.
Did he cover? You're right. Yeah, he got a sleeve here. If he covered up that, like, the attendance was not wrong that he got on there. I mean, he just got confused by the turnstile count, but regardless.
Well, it looks great either way.
Looking very Steve Rogers-ish, isn't he? A little bit.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah, time off in a neck injury can evidently do that for somebody. But
this is crazy, by the way. Like, he had this surgery in September, and I mean, he was like physically doing stuff here, and I think like this answered your questions. Like this dude ain't missing Wembley, and it looks like he's not missing anything.
Oh, it seems like he might be back like as soon as this week. Like he certainly looked healthy enough. But like, I mean, 6 months, okay, from like the reported time of surgery till now, which is all like
that is very.
But it also depends on the type of surgery, right? I think often in wrestling, when we think of surgeries, we think of neck fusion, which is a year, right? Or in most cases. I'm assuming he did not get neck fusion and got maybe another type of procedure that where this sort of timeline was possible. But of course, like the history of wrestling neck injuries requiring this length of time certainly resulted in helped what I'm sure was like a very lengthy rehab process that this man worked incredibly hard in as well. Of course, that probably sped up the timeline. But like our expectations were certainly not March and probably more closer to Wembley itself.
Yeah, I mean it's great for them that he's back, and hopefully it's not a rush coming back. Like I feel like if it was a case like he did not have to come back this early. I mean, as long as you were able to build this guy up for the summer, you'd be good. But I think this was very much strategic of, you know, if once we know he's there and the tickets go on sale this week, like you're not outright promoting this guy for Wembley, but you are. This was as much as a wink and a nod that, hey, you buy your tickets at Wembley, you're getting the big Ospreay.
They actually have been outright promoting him, like for all of these All In, you know, on sales. Like not necessarily just saying he'll be there, but like all the Ospreay promos talking about his comeback have been leading to some sort of, you know, All In tie-in. So I have no doubt he feels incredible pressure that this entire show is sort of hinged on, you know, his selling feature, like his marquee value. And I mean, this show would do well even without him, but I'm sure he himself, you know, selfishly like looks at this as the biggest show of his life.
The Post Wrestling Cafe is your one-stop shop for all of the coverage that Post Wrestling has to offer. 2 big rewind-aways this month with WWF Insurrection from May of 2002. This UK-only pay-per-view featured the Raw brand going overseas and ending with the infamous plane ride from hell. Then we're going to take a look at AWA's Super Sunday from April of 1983. A new edition of Talk Can Be Yours, plus MCU Later, Book Club, and coverage of UFC 326, TNA Sacrifice, and of course, XL editions of Rewind to Raw, Dynamite, and SmackDown with all the news of the day. Join now at postwrestlingcafe.com.